Good morning, everybody. I am back. I am running late, but I am back today. Why is it when you leave and go out of town, you come back and everything is just like takes you three times as long? I don't know what it is. Like you get a good routine going, you get stepping and you get going, and then you go out of town and boom, everything takes longer. That's where I've been today. So anyway, I'm going to jump right into this. I don't want to take up too much of your time today, but I wanted to get you some good information on buying. Okay. We worked on our credit part of it. All right. We talked about credit. All right. If you did not see those, go back and watch them. We talked about credit. All right. Now, the very first steps in buying and how does credit and buying work together? Okay. Everybody thinks it's pretty obvious, but I'm going to jump into that because it's not always as obvious as you think, okay? Because of certain reasons, all right? So, but before I jump into that, guys, you can win a free one-on-one with me, guys, all right? I'm giving away one tomorrow, all right? So just jump on whatever video you're watching, go ahead and like it. And then I will put your name in a hat and we will draw for that tomorrow. I know I did miss a couple days last week because of weather and I was in a place where I had no service. So I do apologize for that, but I am back today and rocking and rolling here. Okay. All right. So very first steps in buying. Okay. Obviously, the very first step in buying right now is financing. Why? Because the market is crazy. Okay. The market is crazy. There is more demand than there is supply. So it is driving things up there and is driving things high. Okay. As I have said before with this, the reason you need to make sure your financing is in order first before you even start looking at houses, all right? Before you even start looking at houses. The reason I say this is because right now people are doing multiple offers. They're getting multiple offers on their property and they are needing to make sure that your financing is solid before they can look at you. Let's put it this way. If the realtor comes to the listing, the sellers and says, okay, so I have 4 offers. All right. These 3 have a pre-approval letter, good to go on financing. This one has to get me the pre-approval letter, but they have a pre-qualification letter. Okay. It doesn't matter how good your offer is. Your offer could be phenomenal, but if you don't have that financing solidified, they're going to be like, okay, well, where's my guaranteed money? Okay. With the pre-approval letter, there's more guarantee that the financing is going to go through than with the pre-qualification letter. Okay. It's just saying that the pre-qualification letter is just saying that on the surface, you look good, that they will be digging deeper later. And that's when they're going to ask for pay stubs and all of that. If they don't ask for pay stubs, it's a pre-qualification letter or, W-2s or any of that. It's a pre-qualification letter, not a pre-approval letter. All right. So you want a pre-approval letter. All right. But you need, and why is this important to have your credit? Why does this slide right into what you're doing? So you can have bad credit to buy a car. Okay. You can have bad credit to get certain credit cards. Okay. You can have bad credit to get just about anything. There's companies out there that will work for you, but a lot of times your interest rate is going to be way higher. All right, guys. So if you want a decent interest rate and you want to buy and your debt to income ratio you want it to be good, then you need to have a good credit score as well. Okay. Debt to income is based on what you make versus what you have for bills that are going out. All right. So even though you have good credit, you can still have a bad debt to income ratio. But the thing is if you have bad debt to income ratio, you still have more options to choose from than if you have bad credit. Okay. If you have bad credit on a mortgage, your interest rate's going to be higher. They're not going to give you the best rate. You may find a company that will do it for you, but It's just not going to be, you're not going to get the best interest rate. Okay. That's not to say that you can't later on refinance and get a better interest rate, but you're just not going to have the best interest rate. Okay. So that is why more options. Everybody likes to have more options. So if your credit is good and you've gone through and you've done some things to make your credit better, and you have a decent credit score and your debt to income ratio is good, okay, you're solid to buy a house. Okay, you should be solid. Now, this is where your mortgage lender comes into play, and they are going to look at everything and they are going to tell you what you qualify for. Okay, so keep that in mind. But this is how all of this. So credit first, getting all of that taken care of, then mortgage financing. Those are the first. Mortgage financing is the first step in buying a home. If you don't have that, don't even bother go look, because you will not even, you'll find something and then you're not even going to be prepared, and it's going to be off the market before you are. So anyway, I hope this helped. You guys have an amazing day. I will see you guys all tomorrow. God bless.